My name's Allison. I'm a psychic medium and a farmer. Today is day 13 of milking my cow on TikTok. Today we're going to talk about fate, free will, and my in real life example of my own personal experience with a timeline collapse. What does that even mean? Fate and free will, from what I've seen from source, it's a mixture of both. So I want you to think of it like a flow chart. We start at the beginning and we have a set number of options. We have the free will to choose whatever option we want. Once we choose that option, or go through that door, we are then given a new set of options. So we've got our flowchart analogy, we have our 3 doors. I want you to think of each of those doors as a timeline. So these 3 options in your life are already happening. It's just up to you to decide which one of those timelines your beautiful meat suit is going to experience this time around. In November 2024, so we're talking 12 months ago, I made a couple of choices in my life that I knew were for my greatest and highest good. I just didn't know how great or how high or how good. I bought a Moldavite necklace, which is a reminder that I had made a commitment to myself. And it arrived Thanksgiving night. If you're having experiences, document it. Guess what? I have that voice memo from when I experienced my timeline collapse. That's the joy and the beauty of giving yourself this evidence. You guys know I love explaining stuff. This one's hard for me to explain.
On Thanksgiving night, I experienced something that would be called a timeline anomaly or a glitch in the matrix. We got back home from Thanksgiving at Mike's brother's house around 7:30 or so. Um, we stopped at the entrance of the driveway. I hopped out and got mail out of the mailbox. It was pretty dark outside, but I could see a purple mailer of a package that had been delivered for me, and then a like Amazon brown bubble mailer, and then I could feel newsprint on my hands, and then some like little like junk mail catalogs. And then I also had some white felt delivered from Amazon, but it was not in packaging whatsoever. It was like in clear, a clear plastic container. So I closed the mailbox and I had this overwhelming feeling that I was going to lose the mail, drop it. It was going to fall out of my hands and like blow away. So I clutched the mail very close to my chest as I got back up into the truck. We were all super tired, so we just got everything out of the car and just dropped it in the house. And the house was a disaster from getting ready for Thanksgiving, baking pies, all of that stuff earlier that day. We all just brought everything inside and went straight to bed. When I came down uh, from when I woke up and came downstairs Friday morning, I saw that white felt package, and it was laying on a little table in the TV room, but the rest of the mail wasn't there. I thought, oh, I just put it somewhere in the kitchen, I'm sure, and the kitchen's a mess, so I'll find it there. We cleaned up the kitchen, couldn't find the mail, couldn't find it in the other, classic spots we might put mail down. I thought maybe I left it in the truck. Wasn't too worried about it. We got in the truck to go get a Christmas tree, and there was no mail in the truck. So now I'm a little confused. And then we go down the driveway, go to the entrance of the driveway to get onto the road. And I look down, and on the opposite side of our driveway, I see that purple mailer of the necklace that had been delivered for me. And this is a special necklace that I got as like a reminder of some things for me to keep in mind as I go through this month and going forward. So had some moldavite shards in it. So I jump out of the truck and I grab that purple mailer in the ditch. And that purple mailer was where I was worried it was going to be the night before. And I was like, okay, that's spooky, but like, um, that's nothing out of the ordinary for me now. So now I'm wondering, where is the rest of the mail? I know that I brought the mail in because the white felt is in the house. And I know I opened the mailbox because white felt's in the house and the purple mailer was in the ditch. We go get our tree, we come back home, I'm puttering it around. I still can't find the rest of the mail in the rest of the house. Mike got a delivery message on his phone that something he had ordered had arrived, so he said he was going to go check the mailbox. He comes in, it was in his hands, he had the package that he had received a notification on, and the rest of the mail that I had grabbed the night before. The piece of newsprint, the brown bubble mailer, and the slippery, like, junk mail catalogs. What happened? I know I actually got the mail. I know I felt the newsprint. I felt the bubble mailer. I felt how thick the stack of mail was. I know the mail. I know I was touching it. I was not alone. I know the mail made it inside because the white felt was inside the next morning, but also did the mail fall because the purple mailer was in the ditch across from the driveway, but also did I never get the mail because I was worried about it blowing away and it stayed inside. So this is like, it's like some of these like, oh, tiny little thing, like no big deal, you would just shake off, but like this isn't correct. Like what happened is not like, that's a glitch in the matrix. That is a timeline anomaly.
As with every post that I make, I know I'm not the only one that experiences this. So please, if you have any experiences with fate, free will, timeline shifts, timeline collapses, put it in the comments. I also talk about this with my fellow intuitives, Alyssa and Amber, on episode 1 of the Veil Report called Timelines. See you tomorrow for day 14 of milking.